Experience.
Welcome back to the Girlfriend Experience with your hosts, Deidre, Brandy, and Danielle. We hope you enjoy the experience.
Action.
All right. Okay. Uh,
Then
yeah,
got
so
you gotta get in the camera.
huh?
You gotta
Hold
get
on.
into the camera.
Hold on. I gotta get off though. Dang.
Do y'all have Publix in Pennsylvania?
What is it?
Publix.
Nope. What you want? Some
No, no,
fried
we
chicken or a
don't.
sandwich?
We just opened, one just opened up here and it is good and nasty.
It's
Oh,
nasty.
I do not like it. Need some seasoning.
The chicken.
Yes.
that's like cocktail chickens.
I haven't had it when I went to Florida. It didn't seem that bad.
Don't like it. Now, I am
Mm.
waiting for that Wawa to open up.
Oh, y'all
Oh,
ain't got no
No
y'all got
Wawa.
a Wawa coming?
Yes.
Wawas? Okay.
Mm.
You know,
Okay.
Wawa got pizza now and everything. Wawa got
I'm
everything.
waiting. Wawa's out the way of my house, but I will be traveling that way.
But Wawa pizza is gross, they say. Look,
Oh, I never had it.
King, King brings it home all the time. I be like, think about that. They say it's nasty. He said, I know a lot of people say it's nasty. He said, guess I just don't have taste buds.
Avery, get up out of here.
Who
Um,
knows?
they got burgers. They got all types of stuff now.
I know. I cannot wait. I love the drinks, the energy drinks, sugar free.
Hey, so ladies, I don't have the agenda in front of me, so y'all have to go by
All
it.
right, I will go. Let's go into it. And let's see. So we talked okay, so now we need the police officer under fire for
Oh, right.
her raunchy dancing music video.
Did y'all see that?
I did. I mean, it's maybe she needed an extra coin. We all need an extra coin. She was
Wait,
cute too.
no, no, no. I think she ain't new to that. She was doing that. I was like, oh, okay, wow. Oh, wait. You said she's her first job as a police officer? 'Cause
Mm-hmm.
this lady was clapping it and all kinds of stuff. I was
Mrs.
like, wow.
Officer.
I didn't see it. I gotta go back and look at that.
Listen,
Wow.
a long lost dream of hers. Who knows? Or maybe she was a former video girl.
And look, the guy who produced the video, I'm getting feedback. Can y'all hear? The guy who produced that said that he was getting calls from a bunch of different artists because they wanted her in their video. She was
She
just that good.
about to have a new job.
And
Okay,
that's what
video vixen.
he said this is like a win-win for her. So if she don't like, if she could, if the NYPD will still let her do it, it's like a win-win. But if not, okay, she can still come over here because there's a market for her. But you see her lips, you saw her lips, and you see that she has some enhancements and stuff. Like, yeah, she looks like maybe she, like Deidre said, or one of y'all said that she must have been a previous dancer, or maybe that's something her dream, and she was trying to get into it. I don't know.
And she's still a woman. Just because she's a police officer does not mean that she is not a woman outside of that. So we get enhancements, we wear makeup, there's some beautiful police officers.
No, those enhancements look like enhancements. They don't.
It was a stripper package.
I got look. Those lips was huge. Those boobs were huge. And I'm pretty sure the ass. And she paid for all. She paid
She
for the
probably
package.
got the Spanish package. It's a
Yeah,
thing.
but that's
I
crazy. So now, and it went viral. So she said, I think that's what she said, or he said, like they didn't imagine it to go viral that everybody would see it now. So so she really got like her coworkers are looking at her ass like the whole time, and they had to blur some stuff out. So I don't even know. Like,
Let me tell you
wow.
something. All that ass she had, they see it through the uniform, child. They saw that ass already and them tatas. She probably barely could button up that police shirt.
Mm.
He knows exactly what it was.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
There was a flight
But yeah.
attendant that got fired for doing the same thing.
Now
Flight,
listen,
I would say flight attendant. I don't really see like okay. Let her do. She's in public service. Well, I guess look, New York
She was on the
police officers
plane
public service.
twerking
Yeah.
that thing that could barely twerk. Yeah, I mean the passengers were off, but she was by herself.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
she was twerking that thing, happy that she just passed her 90-day probation and she was offered a full time job and got fired the next day for twerking.
Oh my gosh! No.
Mm-hmm.
she better call the
No.
EEOC.
You better call who?
The EEOC, because that's different. If you were on work hours in the work uniform, a logo showing on the plane, that's a completely different story. But let me tell y'all something. About 75% of African American nurses, now don't quote these don't quote these statistics. About 75% of African American nurses with big asses had to strip their way through nursing school and might
Okay.
be doing a little dipping and dabbing.
Okay.
Nursing school ain't cheap.
No.
Yeah. Right.
And who are you to say, unless you are, but no, we don't even uphold public figures to those type of standards anymore. I mean, public figures can do all types of things. So how are you going to uphold somebody that is making that? Listen, you got to pay me a whole lot of money for you to tell me what to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
A
But
whole,
that's a whole lot of stuff because also with work, you sign those papers and it could be a conflict of interest. It could be something that was on there, and they had to see that she go through the proper channels before she took that second job.
yeah, they said she was supposed to notify them. I ain't never heard about that in my life, unless she was doing law enforcement for New York and law enforcement in New Jersey.
No,
Uh,
I even think my employer says like you have to, I guess, go through something that just where your second job is. So you have to go through like some dumb website or something and put in where you're going to apply for or where you're going to work at to see if it's a conflict of interest with your current employer. So
I
yeah, it is. Yeah,
never.
yeah.
That's just crazy.
Okay, so next on the list we have Stephen A. Smith and LeBron.
Did y'all hear that? I don't think I seen it to y'all, but it was all over the net.
Yeah.
You
It's
know,
been ongoing.
Stephen A. was like very critical of Bronny, but I mean, what do you expect? He's critical of anybody in the NBA. LeBron didn't like it and went up to him at the end of a game or maybe at halftime and like gave him a little custom out a little bit, telling him to keep his son's name out of his mouth, stuff like that. So then even Steven said he wasn't going to speak about it, but when he saw that the video went viral, he said, "All right, I guess I'm going to speak about it." And he said what LeBron said. I'm not quite sure what he said, like exact words, but he was just pissed as a father. Like, stop talking about my son. I can see kind of being both ways.
Mm-hmm.
You know how you are when you're a parent. You're pissed. Like somebody's throwing your kid's name all in the mud. But then LeBron got to understand. Your son is in the NBA now. He's free reign. Ain't nobody gonna talk about him. I mean, you just gotta understand. That's what he does. That's what he does for his living. He's gonna speak about him. I mean, he's gonna speak honest. The boy is trash as an NBA player. Now they say he's in a G League and he's doing well and let him hone his skills and get better and then put him back in the NBA. But we know why he's in the NBA because of his father. Now, if he didn't have his father, he definitely wouldn't be there. I don't even know if he'd be here to G League.
Well, from what I understand, it is aggressive. Like his commentary on Bronny is not like an isolated thing. It is aggressive. But his commentary on LeBron was also aggressive. Like he does not like LeBron, but he at least gives LeBron his basketball props. But he has always been very vocal that he does not like LeBron. Now with LeBron and Bronny, we in a special situation because it ain't been too many times. I don't even think it's been another time where a father and a son have been in the league at the same time, been in the building at the same time while you're talking about my son. So I think this is a special situation. It's a difference if LeBron is retired and Bronny's still in the league, then I might stay out of it a little bit. But I'm not gonna let you talk to my. You ain't gonna play in my face. Like I have to say something to you, at least to let you know that this does not sit well with me, and that you taking it a little bit too far.
But who cares? Your son is in the NBA. Like, I don't care what you say. You're a father. I'm going to play the other way. You're a father. You got him in this league. He's shit. Now I'm going to talk about how shitty he is as an NBA player. I'm not talking about him as a person. I'm talking about him as a player in a sport that I make my money off of. This is how I make my money, and I'm going to tell y'all the truth about this kid. This is who he is.
And I think that LeBron got every right to approach you as a dad and not NBA LeBron and tell you.
I don't think so. I actually think he's embarrassing. I think he's embarrassing his son, actually, at this point. I think it's embarrassing. Because we all know this is how the kid got there. Now the father's coming and cradle him again. Let him be a man. Let him maybe it'll make him be a better player if he's getting this criticism like every other man on that floor.
I don't know. Stephen A be a bit much.
I'm not a fan of him either, but I do know if it was like if this is something I'm doing, I'm not going to hold back because that's LeBron's son. He plays like crap. He doesn't play like an NBA player. So I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to say, why is he here? Get him back in the other league, let him get better, and then put him out there. Just because LeBron's his father, who cares? He ain't doing it now. We didn't let. Does he have a contract with the Lakers?
I think he does.
Like, this is all like crazy. Yeah, but yeah.
Who was that? I just don't like Stephen A. He's too much for me.
Are you a fan of LeBron?
I'm not a fan of LeBron either, but Stephen A just gets on my nerves. Like even the comments about Serena Williams and her husband, like you getting on my nerves. Like it's very attention. I mean, and that's who he is. He's an attention seeker. Like it's just too much for me. Like, and they yelling. I can't. Like,
An attention whore.
Mm-hmm. I'm with LeBron. I probably would have said something. Even if I told myself I wasn't going to say something, probably when I saw you, I probably would have said a little something. Or you would got a little chest check or something. A little something. A little something. But I think Stephen A, I think it's just going to get worse now. Because he's like that type of person that he just going to keep pushing your button. So now that he got your goat, he's just going doop, 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 doop.
Yep.
So next on the list is parenting.
Brandy.
Oh, this is me?
Yeah, I saw that thing you sent.
Do tell.
Oh, that was really just an uplifting thing for us parents. Us parents, sometimes we like to take, responsibility for our children, their goods and their bads. And it was just saying that you have to let your children be accountable for themselves. Like we are not responsible for their downfalls. Just like we're not responsible for their wins, really. We might have had like a little hand in it, but you just have to let them be their own person and, hold them accountable for the things that they need to do.
This goes hand in hand with what we just talked about before. Now you said let them be accountable.
Pretty much.
Just like, okay.
Oh my God.
Check.
Listen, that was a little uplifting thing for you guys. You'll feel it soon,
honey.
You will feel it soon.
We had the daycare employee slapping the child that spit on her.
Did y'all see that?
I didn't.
I didn't either. You listen to the clip?
No, I didn't see the clip. They didn't send a clip. They didn't show a clip, but I can't even remember what daycare. I took screenshots. It was on my phone, but it was a daycare employee. I think she. No, I'm getting it mixed up with another one. I don't know how old she is, but they didn't show her either. But what she said, it was just a natural reaction. He spit on me. I smacked.
It is a reflex. It is a reflex.
Oh my god!
Like she smacked him in the mouth?
I don't. They didn't say exactly where it was. I think she smacked him in the face.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she smacked him in the face. Smacked him in the face.
Now listen, you gotta wait till I get there. I'll pop them for you, but you don't pop them.
It's Kitty
Yeah.
Academy.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
watching it now, and it was caught on camera. And they are pressing charges on her, but it is a natural reaction. I mean, somebody spit on me, I'm gonna rock their shit. Excuse my language.
But as a daycare worker, you're gonna get spit on, you're gonna get yelled at, you're gonna get
I
peed
used
on,
to be
you're gonna
a
get
daycare worker. I ain't never got spit on.
I feel like it's one of those. Listen, it's one of those things that comes with nursing. I've had people try to hit me, spit on me, all types of things. We will lose our. There will be no question.
Speaking of that nursing thing, did you see what happened to the
That nurse, he tore her up, Joe.
Yes.
Had her face all dismembered.
I was like, wait, does this ever happen at the hospital? Because that was like crazy.
This stuff happens all the time. All the time.
Deidre, we talking about a show called The Pit. It's
Oh,
on.
you're talking about that girl? I'm talking about that real life nurse that got beat up by that. Y'all didn't see that? Oh my! Oh my! Child, he took her to near. Everybody thought she was dead.
What are we talking about here? This happened in real life?
Yes, it wasn't no single punch.
Excuse me, who's in the kitchen?
Mm-mm.
My son. Where'd you come in from?
Well, I was walking down the
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, wait, you didn't come through the door. Okay.
Oh my
I'm see this
God. Is her name Lee Lama?
Yeah, girl, the Indian nurse.
That's horrible.
Child, he didn't beat her. He didn't.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't even think she survived.
She's a 67-year-old nurse.
Oh my goodness.
A 33-year-old attacked her in Palm West Hospital. I want to say in Florida.
Yes, in Florida, and she could possibly lose her eyesight.
Oh wow.
The man, Stephen Scatterbury, was under Baker's care, and he's been charged with attempted second-degree murder,
Wow.
with the charge enhanced as a hate crime.
Because he said Indians are bad or something. Like he was yelling something as he was tearing her up.
Aw, that's sad.
But nurses get attacked all the time, spit on. You could literally call security on somebody multiple times. They could be chained, handcuffed to the bed. You're supposed to have to care for them. But see, I'm the type of nurse where you can have it your way. You want to go outside smoke? Go ahead. You want to do them drugs? Go ahead. Let me walk out.
What time it is? Because we don't want her to get fired. 18.
That's the kind of nurse. Ain't nothing wrong with that. No, the job wants me to show up the next day. So in order for me to show up the next day for the job, I have to get up out the way. I have to get up out the way. I'm going to tell you what the right thing is to do. I'm going to tell you what I want you to do. But then I'm going to step to the side and write my report because I got to live another day. Y'all got to think we take care of drugs. When they are in the hospital, they are withdrawing.
Mm-hmm.
They have to fight to get the medication to help
Yeah.
with the withdrawals. When I tell you they be giving them bare minimum at first, like they
Yeah.
literally have to go crazy to get what they really need to be on. So, God told me he was going to the Wawa. I said, "Oh, we don't allow patients to go." He said, "I go all the time." I said, "All right, get me a small coffee, cream and sugar. I'll see you when you get back." Because if this is what they've allowed, I'm not going to be the one that fights you
Right. I get it.
today.
Well, how far is the Wawa?
About 2-3 blocks.
Oh my God. Oh my goodness.
What we going?
Wow.
No sense of fighting because it's like you'll fight with them. You'll fight with them. We'll tell them if you go out, you're leaving. They'll leave. They'll come back through the emergency room. They come right back up.
Mm.
So then you have people that are delirious, old.
Oh, oh yeah. Right, right. But you can't let them go nowhere.
No, but they'll spit on you. They'll bite on you. We'll hold them down to try to give them like a sedative.
That's like on that show where the man got pissed on.
Yep. Now I'm the report writer. Like I write the reports from outside the room. I'm going to give y'all direction. I don't mix it up. And my patients don't play with me. I'll be the first to tell them. They come out yelling, "Where's my medicine? Where's my methadone?" I go right up on them, whisper in their ear, "I'm from the same place you are. Don't make me have my big black husband come up in here." You gotta let them know because they think, everybody's 20 something, teeny bopper, fresh out of school. You can talk to people, how you want to talk. Once I let them know I'm from North Philly,
I'm from down north. I'm from down north.
I'm from North Philly, they fall right in line. Yes, but I did watch the pit and I saw her get punched dead in that eye.
I said, oh shit. Oh my God. And I quickly thought about you. I was like, hey, I wonder if that happens at the hospital.
Oh, absolutely. And there's no recourse for you.
That was going to be my next question. Can you press charges?
So you can't press charges on these crazy people? Like, that man literally was not crazy. So we know he wasn't crazy, a mental health patient. He was in the ER. Well, yeah, waiting for a spot. So we know he was fully fine. That type of person you couldn't press charges on?
You can absolutely press charges, but let's say you get hurt. Let's say he knocks you down and you get hit in your eye, gets busted up, your back is hurt. You can get? You can use your sick time, and then you can use your short-term disability, but there's no compensation from the hospital. There's no hazard pay.
Oh my gosh. Now they
don't even have light duty, so even if you recover,
no light duty. Oh,
really? No.
They can say, "All right, Brandy, you could just sit at the desk for the next month, and write all the reports and all that stuff, but you don't have to go tend to the patients."
It would have to be at your manager's discretion. Most places in the hospital, there is no desk work. You're a nurse that there's no nurses that sit and do nothing. Even a charge nurse who is giving out the assignment, a lot of times will have her own patients that she needs to take care of. And you have to physically be able to get up and take care of them. So you may work in a department, in the hospital where maybe pre-admission testing where they have one nurse or that does some background stuff. But most places in the hospital, the nurse needs to be physically able to do their job. So that's why
I'm noticing a lot of jobs don't have light duty anymore. I think they may be trying to get rid of that. I know a couple people that said that there's no light duty at their job.
Mm-hmm. And it's just like anything else. It's at your manager's discretion. So if your manager feels good and she feels like calling her friend in another department, "Hey, can Brandy come over there and sit in infection control?" But that's going to be at your manager's discretion because I've seen them turn down people. And I've seen other people, during COVID that were pregnant that got to go sit and hide in places. So it's going to be at their discretion. But in general, they'll tell you there's no light duty.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a crazy job. It's really fun though. I love to watch it.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, what's on the next list? Let's see. We have the hairdresser dragging a client by her hair for non-payment.
Did y'all see that? I didn't send it to y'all, but I was like, they must have saw it. It was on TikTok a lot.
Yeah,
Then I looked it up,
I
and it was
saw it.
yeah, yeah. So
I saw it. I didn't really see too much wrong with it.
I didn't know what was going on because I caught it like in the middle, and all I saw was the lady pulling her. I mean, dragging her by her head, lady on the floor. She pulling her by her hair, walking her with her, like walking her like a dog.
But the girl was 16, the other girl was 18. So I felt like they
18.
was in the age range where they could
But
scrap if that's what
but
it was
they
gonna be.
but it didn't look like it was no scrap, and it looked like she was like, bitch, you gonna come
That
back.
was her
You
fault.
gonna come back and pay me.
Her mama didn't raise her right because ain't no way you gonna drag me through that salon.
I'm
But the
either
stylist gave
drag
her,
her. Right.
I'm watching it now.
she got her hair done, and
Mhm.
then because if you're gonna treat her like a child, then you need to treat her like a child. If you're gonna treat her like a child, she shouldn't have been at the salon by herself, or she should have
Right.
been picked up and dropped off like a child. So if you're gonna send her in as an adult, you're gonna get adult behavior. She got her hair done. She paid by Cash App. She sent the Cash App to the wrong person.
Oh yeah.
Apparently, now I don't know if there were no additional funds, but at that point, you should have called if you're gonna call your mama afterwards, you should have called your mama or your daddy then and said, Mom and Dad, I need y'all to pay the stylist for me, or I need you to send the money to the stylist for me.
Whoa.
The stylist said, I can take this style out of your hair if you want, but you're not going to leave with the style. She said she didn't want the hair taken out. So you want to get dragged.
The stylist was over the
That's
top.
crazy.
See, you gonna take the hair out too.
Yeah,
So you did double. You gonna do double duty for nothing?
I've seen
I've
Africans in
seen that.
videos braids and people cut hair out.
I've seen that too. And I'm not gonna sit there and take nobody's hair out, but you will be uneven. You will have some
No,
braids up
you
the
know what?
here,
I'd be
some
like,
down
no.
the
First
ear.
of all, we know she's 16, and we know what happened. Like, I'll be like, call your mom right now. You can't leave here. You can't leave out here. Lock the doors. You can't leave out here without no payment or something. Something's gonna have to work. Something's gonna have to happen here. But I don't think
She was
I
trying
don't
to leave.
I don't know what happened. She was actually trying to leave, Brandy. That's what you said. She was trying to leave.
Mhm.
Okay.
They were saying somebody was going to bring the money, but she was trying to leave. Now, I think if she'd have told the girl, listen, I got to sit here, my mama going to come and bring the money, it wouldn't have been no problem. Or, come on, we're all adults. Mama, daddy, sister, brother. Nobody else couldn't have Cash App this girl.
Right.
The daughter is dead wrong. And we can't cry about it because I know when I got left at the salon, my mama paid before I left, if she left me, or when she came back to come pick me up.
That's crazy. Wow.
Now, if it
Wow.
had been like 16 and 25, 26, 27, and I'm like, oh, she's dead wrong. But they in the same weight class.
Wow.
Apparently not.
And then this is why the stylists make you pay in full before you come now. Now you got to pay 50% up front. Pay
I
in
don't
full
like
when you sit down.
I don't like
I
that
don't
stuff.
either. They be like,
Mm-mm.
you pay me now? We
I
still
can
got some
show you I
more.
got the money. You want me to show you? Here's the money. I got it. It's in my pocket. I'm good. But I'm not gonna pay you ahead of time. Or
No, it's a shame.
if you require like 25% down, okay, we can do that. But I can't pay in full until I need to see. Because I might get up and be like, That's how I be trying to look and
Mhm.
be pulling the braids out when they like, is this what I like before we, get something. But yeah, that's
Yeah,
fortunate.
you let somebody finish the 6-hour hairdo and then try to complain, you gonna get dragged.
Yeah.
You better watch it the whole time. Poor little girl, she got her first life lesson.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm-mm. But
You sure
that
did.
18-year-old, that's how she pay her bills. We don't know if she got kids. We don't know how many times this has been done to her.
You
But
know,
now
Brad, you call the police.
she's getting she's getting charges pressed on her. Yeah.
But she could have called the police. But if the girl still would have walked out, they
Oh
go. They
no,
would.
you ain't walking out now. I might put you
Move it, girlfriend.
lock the door, and then I'm 911. Yes.
I don't know what's going on over there in Douglasville, but y'all have a lot of complications.
I kicked the thing. I'm trying to get comfortable.
Oh
Oh,
Lord.
Um, yeah, but I did see the 18-year-old talking. Wasn't she saying like she was remorseful? She said, sort of like trying to get out of it,
she
but
needed
she's
to
getting
be.
like she's getting
Snatch that girl
yeah.
edges out.
Now listen, and when Mama came to pick that girl up, she should have dragged that 18-year. We're gonna do a drag for a drag, and then I'm still calling the cops on you.
But yeah,
I'm still
and
calling the cops.
so so they had cameras in the yeah, because we saw
Salon.
it. So in the salon. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think it was like it wasn't like no phone footage. It was like up from here, like watching. Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And probably if the girl wasn't 16, this probably would have just been another day. The cops would have been like, I'm going, y'all going about your business. But
Yeah,
because she was a minor.
yeah.
Well, I'm
Yep.
gonna add something since we're talking about the minor. Did y'all see the minor, the track star that knocked that girl in the head with the baton this week?
Yes, multiple times.
Did y'all didn't see that? Oh Lord, here we go.
He said it was by mistake. He didn't mean to hit her.
No,
He didn't mean to pop her in the head like that.
a mistake is one time.
A mistake don't have no wind back.
You said bop bop.
She made a mistake. She was in like I don't okay, I'll be honest, I really didn't see it fully. I kind of saw it over Ryan's phone looking. But wasn't that her teammate? Weren't they on the same team?
No,
Weren't
No,
they running?
I don't think so.
But she was running
no,
to give
they
him
weren't
a thing.
passing to each other.
Oh.
They they were running the same leg of the race.
Yeah, because she had a baton in her hand as well.
Yeah, they both had batons. She
Okay.
knocked the sweet bejesus out of that girl. That girl was tipping over to the side. They said she might have a skull fracture.
Now I've been hitting the head before with a lock, so I know how that feels.
Chill.
Mm. So I
But
wonder
she
what
made me so mad. Whoever told her,
go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't know who her parents are. Whoever told her that she should go online and make that video,
Yeah.
she should have just, if you weren't going to come on and apologize and then not say, well, y'all don't know how I feel. Like, did y'all see her
Yes,
video?
I did.
Y'all not thinking about my feelings. No, sweetie, that did not help your case.
No.
That did not help your case. And it looked like when she hit her, she said, bitch. Look, that's how I took it.
Oh my
I'm
God.
surprised your whole house wasn't with you, Diego.
Uh-uh. Mm-mm.
Well, the last on the list is Chubby Chicks. You didn't want to do family stories, so Chubby Chicks is the last one.
So I went to Chubby Chicks today. And overall it was a good experience. The food was delicious. The wait staff was very friendly. They were on point. Even like the guys busting the table, he was very nice and friendly. He asked, he wanted to know how was it and will you come back? Will you be coming back? And I definitely told him I will be coming back. I probably would get takeout. Some I went because the food is delicious. The ambiance was a little off for me, and I just think because it's new. it's a new place. They still getting things together. The food is on point, like I said, and the wait time. I just thought the wait time for the food was a little excessive for it to be a Wednesday at about 11:30 a.m. And I think maybe there was like 6 or 7 people in the restaurant at the time at the cafe. So I think they were just a little bit slow, and I don't know if it's because Chef Kira was not there. She was in Florida. Um, I don't know what she was doing in Florida. I saw her even posting for Florida, but um, yeah, that's my take on it. Overall, maybe out of a 10, I would give it maybe like a, I would say maybe like a 6.5, 7 out of a 10. You know, I just like I said, I think the place needed some more, a little bit more upgrades and stuff like that. And I don't mean anything like over the top, high end. I just feel like there's just some things missing. I felt a little uneasy going in because it just looked like it just wasn't finished. It looked like it was rushed. Honestly, it was rushed to be open. But overall, what you go to a restaurant for is the food. It was delicious. It was on point. So that was that. And I got parking.
All right. So Chubby Chicks is a must try. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
give it a try too.
What did
Always
you
got to
order?
support.
I ordered a thick chick, I think it was. So on a thick chick, it was like a fried chicken breast. I believe it was an egg on there and some bacon. It was a sandwich. Oh, okay. So I do have 1 point to make. And the person that I was with Star. She got a jerk grilled cheese, which was the bomb. I had pieces of her jerk falling off her grilled cheese, and I was like, oh my god,
Jerk
it was
jerk chicken?
delicious. Yes, jerk chicken.
Mm-hmm.
The French fries, however, if anybody knows me, I'm just like my little nephew Avery. I love French fries. French fries are a must
Ooh,
try at every place. Soon as those fries
Me
came
too.
out, I said, "Oh my God, these are frozen. These came from out the bag, and they dropped them. They were crinkle cut fries. They looked like I got them from the supermarket, and they were highly seasoned with some kind of seasoning on it, which was good, but they weren't fresh fries. So that is 1 point I do want to say. You got to step it up with the fries. I love fries. I would eat fries over my sandwich. But these fries I left. And it was unbelievable because Star said to me, you barely ate the fries. I eat fries first, sandwich next. I barely ate the fries. Fries weren't hitting.
That's me. Shayla will be laughing if she heard this story. She says, I'm a French fry queen. For one birthday party, I wanted all different kind of French fries: curly fries, straight fries, crinkle cut fries, cheese fry, waffle fries. I wanted a whole board of fries. Probably my diabetes happened, but I love the fries.
listen, fries is too easy to do, especially when you have a deep fryer. It's too easy, and potatoes is not expensive, so that should be an easy fix.
Do you guys
Everybody loves
have
a little fresh.
do you two have air fryers?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Have you ever made fresh fries in air fryer?
Mm-mm, no.
I have, but you know my son is bougie, so he wants you to put that oil on the stove
Let me tell you,
and drop
ask
them
anybody in
fries.
this household next time you have see them mom's fresh fries in the air fryer are to die for. And it's not much. This is my secret. I'm giving it to everyone. You cut them fresh fries, and actually I'm about to make it this weekend because my daughter requested it before she goes back. I'm going to cut. So I clean the potato off, cut the potato up into its fry shapes. I like them long and thin. I put them in a bowl. I toss some olive oil in it, and I put Kinder's garlic salt seasoning, garlic seasoning, Kinder's garlic something. Sorry, guys. It's garlic, salt, and pepper. Mix that up. Pop that in for 15 minutes. Oh my goodness. It's the best. The best. You never thought the air fryer would make some fresh fries like that. It's over. Even do your
Yes,
sweet
sir.
bread fries like that too. I do my sweet potato and I cut mine in squares so and put them in there and put them. Delicious. We had those for dinner last
I
night.
love me
Sweet
the sweet
potato
potato.
chunks.
We
All
old
right.
school over here. We gonna get some in that pan and fry them up.
Never again. I will
Is that
never again. All right. Well, yeah, I don't want to do Greek now because I like to see myself. And I said, oh, on my phone, y'all two are taking up my whole phone. And I got this little square. I can barely see myself. So that's how I was trying to adjust myself the whole time. I barely see myself. Maybe this laptop was, well, no, no.
why you ain't change your layout?
I don't have many options on the phone. Like here, wait, let me see, grid. Yeah, I'm on grid. No, I don't have many options. Three people? No, I don't have options. Um,
Oh.
Slider. Oh, and then when I do slider, it's just one person. It's just Deidre right now, and then I would slide over and have Brandy, but I like to see everybody, so I got to put it on grid. Oh, I could do speaker, which would just be like, oh, okay, dumb. That's dumb. Okay. So I thought that was very odd when I saw that clip about Khloe Kardashian telling her daughter that her and daddy are married. That is so delusional. That is going to screw that little girl up. That this is how, like she said, this is how married couples live. You don't really kiss. You don't know no affection, and you don't even live together really, for what I know. That is so dysfunctional. Like, be straight up with the baby. Let her know what's going on when she could understand. But I would never say that we were married.
Mm-mm.
Why you always lying? Why? Like that's just too much. I mean, these Kardashian wants their kids to live in perfect world, honey. The world's not perfect, especially not being no Kardashian. That's just pointless to me. Why you? I don't. I feel like you should not lie to your child. Now I feel like you should keep maybe some things from them, not to hurt them until they're of age and they can understand certain things. But to lie, I don't think that's right.
Yeah. I don't even see the need for it in a family. Like the
Exactly.
whole family's jacked up. Like Scott and what's her name? Courtney weren't
Yeah.
married. Kim, I don't know what's going on. She was married, but I don't know what's going on. She didn't been married 16 times. I don't know what's going on over there. She's not married now, so I don't even know understand the need for the lie at this point. And the kids are thrust in like the social media world, the entertainment, where you know she's gonna find out. I know she got an iPad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
If she didn't know
Yeah.
before, she might know now. Mm.
Then you got Kylie's children's father. No, the boyfriend that's going with Rob's daughter's baby's mom. So it's already
Oh,
jacked up, like you said.
There ain't even no need to lie over there.
It
For a
isn't.
lot going on. No need to
yeah.
lie. Well,
Yeah.
I wonder if they tell him Bruce is the other grandma. I mean, they just lying all around.
Yeah, that's one thing they don't cover. I wonder what they say.
Oh,
Yeah.
Caitlin. I'm sorry, Caitlin. Caitlin's the grandma.
I don't know. I haven't heard much about, but I don't watch the show, so I don't know much about Caitlyn. Mm.
Mm-mm. She's not on much anymore, but I guess it's no worse than people telling their kids that their dad went off to college when he went off to jail. I mean, they can say eventually everybody find out the truth.
Oh Lord.
No, not the truth, child. Excuse me.
Did
Yeah.
anybody see that clip of Amber on Shannon Sharp's show?
Yeah, I saw what you said. Mhm.
I didn't.
So, do you remember a few years back on College Hill when they had that fight?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Don't remember that. But go
Amber
ahead.
seems to think that all of that stems from Jocelyn trying to get some of her punani. She said
Okay.
he propositioned her many times, even bent over naked in front of her with no panties on. Told her that it could be just them two, or her husband can watch all three of them. And Amber was like, "No, I'm not into that. I'm not into women. That's not my cup of tea." She said she turned her down, politely. Many times she said Jocelyn's a very beautiful woman, but she's not into women. And so that was what the real beef was about. So
Yeah, that's what she said.
now Jocelyn is saying that Amber is lying and she's going to sue Amber. So it's good to see how the story unfolds.
I can see that Amber may be lying. Like, you're on the Shannon Sharp show. You need something a little clickbaity. Because if that's the case, I mean, that might be about 2 years ago. Why are we just coming out with the tea now?
Very true. But we know
She
Jocelyn
was like,
is.
she was like, what?
I was listening to you.
Oh, but you said Jocelyn is what?
She's a little freaking link like that.
Oh, okay.
She's
Okay.
off that. She get off that cocaine and she just do whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I have no doubt that Jocelyn probably propositioned half the people on that show, Ray J, and a couple of other people. But I don't doubt that that was the source of the beef.
Speaking of Ray J, they just said recently he spoke out about Kim. Say he's pissed off that Kim would not be Kim if.
Uh
I'm like, oh my gosh, how many years ago was this when that tape came out? Sir, go somewhere, please. This woman has capitalized off that tape and have surpassed you
yeah.
Yeah.
thousands of times. Leave
You
her
got generations don't even know about that tape no more. They got
Exactly.
fans that ain't even never heard of no Ray J.
right.
There you
Right.
go, sir.
I wait, is that what Star said one time? We were just, and she was like, well, who's Ray J? I was like, well, it's Brandy's brother. She said, Brandy?
Uh
Talk about me. Don't nobody know what's going on.
And then we explained, she's like, oh, she was a singer. She knows her from like the movies she saw her on.
These people don't know nothing about
So
no
yeah.
Ray. This is probably a whole 20-year gap of people that don't know nothing about no Ray J. But he clickbaiting too
Mm-hmm.
because he ain't got no storyline no more, child. He ain't got no more princess.
Ray J's still touring. He was just here on Friday.
We're on one of them old school
On
tours.
2 songs?
What is it called? The Millennium Tour, I think. With Marion, Nivea, Yin Yang Twins, Bobby
Okay.
Valentino, Pretty Ricky Man, forgot his name.
The
Pleasure
washed up and
Plea.
washed out.
Pleasure Plea.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
So they formed a group.
I can see me jamming to that.
They formed a group and supposedly they're all help each other sing each other's songs.
I have seen him on stage with Pleasure P and
Oh,
Bobby Valentino.
And Sammy, I think.
Oh, Sammy too?
Is Sammy in there?
I've seen him.
okay.
Ray J, you got to come back on top, boo. You got to get a girlfriend or something. You need a storyline for Love and Hip Hop.
Ray J's good with his money. He's supposed to come up with his own network or something. He's supposed to be having his own network, something like Zeus. So just be a businessman, Ray J.
Yeah. He got that crazy little brother syndrome, that same syndrome that Rob got, but they hid Rob away. They let Ray J run free. It's a whole mess.
It sure is.
Do you all think Ray J would have married Whitney?
No, is that a rumor?
They were together for a little while. I was just wondering if she would ever remarried and got married to Ray J.
She was with Ray J after Bobby.
Yes. Ray J was with her when she passed away.
Ray J be doing
Okay.
too much. No, I don't think she would have married no Ray J. That probably was just fun times.
Because supposedly, allegedly, Whitney Houston was the one who paid off the family who Brandy hit. Remember when Brandy hit somebody and unalived them?
Mm-hmm.
Whitney Houston was the one that came through with the settlement and paid the family off.
Oh, okay. I can believe that. Well, she wouldn't know. She's not Brandy's godmother. Who's is Dionne Warwick Brandy's godmother? Somebody famous is Brandy's godmother.
Because I think they played in a show, Godmother, and Whitney Houston
It's
was her.
Cinderella.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Impossible.
Did I make this up in my
Impossible.
head? Now I gotta
Let
Google
me
it.
tell
Let
y'all,
me see.
y'all probably, but every like 30 seconds, my computer's stopping. So I
Yeah.
We can hear it.
don't know what y'all talking about. I'll
Uh
see it when we play back, and I'll be like, oh, when I be editing, oh, that's what they.
oh.
Yeah, we definitely hear the pauses.
I'm gonna have to hook up to the neighbors. Sir, we need to hook up to you since you got files.
Just still.
Um, Deidre, you up again? Wife suing Palazzo Hotel after the husband dies over.
Let me pull up my story.
That was a mess.
So, the wife of Jeffrey Jacob has sued the Las Vegas Venetian and the Palazzo for failing to alert her husband about a robbery threat. So, Jeffrey Jacoby, who was 55, was found dead March 2023 after meeting a woman named Shiley Kelsey, who was operating as a sex worker at the hotel bar. Um, they have footage from the hotel of another man, black man that she was working with, that was following them. It says that he overdosed on fentanyl, that he took some fentanyl. And they never did mention, I gotta go back, they never did mention if she actually robbed him or she didn't. But I
Yeah, I
think
think
she
they
did
did.
because they went to
Mm-hmm.
jail.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, they said it.
what are y'all thoughts about that? Do you feel like she's gonna win?
I feel like they're gonna pay her, but I feel like just
Right.
because they're a large conglomerate. But I feel like they don't have a leg to stand on. We know everybody knows in Vegas sex workers are prominent. I think they're allowed to be in the hotel lobbies, bars, casinos. I don't think it is security's job to warn you that somebody, an African American man, is following you around. It's probably something that goes on all the time, all day, every day. People are probably getting robbed all day, every day. So I don't think it's security's job. If you aren't in any imminent danger, I don't think there's any reason for them to interfere, especially when sex working is legal. Now I got a
Yeah,
question. Fentanyl. You guys shoot that up?
It
great.
comes in a pill form, I believe.
I don't what's it no? I don't know. They said she was only in the room 8 minutes. So what did she like drug him real quick? Like how that go on?
He probably took too much.
But 8 minutes to make that steal his cash and roll out.
He probably took too much. He probably was trying to get happy. He was trying to get high up to the sky. Then he about to get some. He's 55, so maybe he had a little stroke because fentanyl ain't nothing to play with.
That was eight
And
minutes. Like couldn't get over. I was like 8 minutes. These
You'll
people
never seen the junkies. They be out before they even
he
take the
did-
needle out the arm.
yeah, I just I don't know. It's just crazy, man. I'm like, I don't know if this is the right sequence of events. Is this how it went? Did they have a drink at the bar? Did she slip them something in the thing before he got? Because it's just quick. It's just so quick. It stole his money and was out. And
Uh-oh.
do you hear me?
That was a long pause.
If the hotel knows them as the two, because they said like they're known for doing this. I think the hotel should have been watching. Like these are the two. Let me see. Oh, they're going to his room. I think it should have been some. I think there should have been some type of intervening.
Well, if they never
Now,
killed
if the
nobody
man would have
before, why would
refused,
they
like
intervene?
because they're not like these two are known for robbing people, and they're in their hotel. I mean, it is a liability. I don't know. That's why,
My take on the situation is
and that's why the hotel staff is watching them because they know them to be they rob people. So yeah, I would like to. I never even heard of the story. Deidre, good for you providing it. I would like to know what happens.
my take on the situation is she shouldn't get nothing. You knew that man was going down there. You know he's a trick. He been tricking on hoes. So
On a
I'm
business trip.
sorry. And huh?
Wait. She said her husband was going on a business trip.
Child, he was with a hoe. You know a hoe from a regular woman. You can spot a hoe from a regular woman a mile away.
No.
And you is not taking a woman to hoe to your room for the first time.
The wife thought he was on a business. We can't blame her, the wife,
No, but
because
why should she be compensated?
Yes.
no.
I'm not blaming
Let me
her.
tell you, put on your white man pants and have that damn audacity. I'm going to do what anybody else going to do because let me tell you, she probably get paid. Now, if my black butt went up there and complained about my husband, I wouldn't get paid. But let me tell you, did you hear that last minute? You better try. I would put those pants on.
I appreciate you being here to the end. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. I also want to apologize for the video quality. I was having internet issues in my home. It made for not a pleasant episode. I apologize. Just a little note that we are a family podcast. We're not a big podcast. We don't have editors, producers, assistants, or none of that. I am the editor. I am the producer. I am the assistant. I am it all. The other two ladies, Brandy and Deidre, they have very busy lives. They have young little ones that they are taking care of. And I don't. I actually have older children, and one of them helps me edit and produce the podcast. But right now, that child is midterms in college. Star, her name is. She took off for a couple weeks, so she'll be back into April, May when she's done. So hopefully I'll be able to handle everything while she's away. But again, I thank you listening all the way to the end and stopping by to the podcast. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell everyone about the girlfriend experience. Also, I will, since you stay to the end, I have a special present for you. I will send you some girlfriend experience merch if you can comment below on this episode of what my t-shirt said, or my sweatshirt actually says, and make sure you drop your IG or your TikTok and I will DM you with the information and we can correspond and I can get that out to you. And also make sure you're following at TikTok and Instagram, and you get a bonus prize. Actually, if you're following on all three platforms, for Spotify is the bonus platform. I'll give you a choice of what you would like. I have a bunch of different girlfriend experience merch, and maybe I'll throw in something extra depending on who you are and what you like and what I think you like. So thank you so much for listening, and continue to listen. Leave your comments of what you want to hear, or if what setup you like. You know, everything is still in the brand new phase. We are definitely not a seasoned podcast. I'm changing a lot. I'm talking to the other ladies, my sister and my cousin, to get these things correct. So thank you so much. Thank you for joining us on The Experience. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.